Okay, everybody in the internet is talking about Roblox. And right here, this channel is called Legendary Drops. And the things they're saying and the things that Roblox is cooked, bro. All the things that are coming out about Roblox. Yeah, our favorite game is in danger. 100%. It's gonna change from this moment on forever. Another beautiful day to play Roblox.
World all in one place and marketed to kids. This is a platform that's worth nearly $100 billion. It has more monthly active users than the entire US population. It is nothing more than a Black Mirror episode on late stage capitalism, propped up by bootleg games, blatant copyright infringement, public bathroom simulators, advertising, and, oh, who would have guessed, gambling psychology. Oh, and that's right, they're now going through their sixth lawsuit this year from allegations of child abduction stemming from the platform. If you guys want to know what investors think the future of gaming looks like, look no further than their crown jewel. Nothing but a display of exploitation, greed, and some of the worst traits of humanity. And I don't say that lightly, by the way. You know, I went into this knowing absolutely nothing. And within minutes of me going onto the platform, I just sat there shocked. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And the
Wow.
funny thing is, I'm not even talking about the predators. I'm just talking about everything Roblox is doing to the future of the hobby and to the kids.
Okay.
Today, we're going to be talking about the most dangerous game in the industry.
The
how
most
it took
dangerous
over,
game
its
in the
controversy,
industry.
why anybody in
Cooked.
gaming should be paying
It's
attention
over,
to this,
boys.
and why I believe that this multi-billion-dollar company is nothing more than a house of cards. I think that most people, myself included, have little to no idea what Roblox actually is beyond being that game that kids play. I've always treated
Yeah.
it like hearing the name Coco
I remember
Melon or
being
some
like that.
modern cartoon, something that I would never engage with. It's probably just disposable entertainment meant to keep kids busy, and I never really thought about it past that. Most of its content lives and dies in YouTube Kids and TikTok algorithms
No,
anyway,
it don't.
so there's no reason that I'd ever come across it. I've always known of Roblox. I think that it's impossible not to at this point. My nephew played it. I remember its stock was surging during the pandemic, and then it fell off during lockdowns, and now I hear it's on a comeback yet again. And I even saw some strange headline about the CEO wanting to add dating features to the platform, which struck me as odd because I had always assumed that it was only for kids. But it wasn't until recently that I started seeing videos pop up on YouTube where
Wow, this really
investigators
broke
were
the
trying to
internet,
expose
didn't it?
predators that were using the platform to target children, that I finally started to pay attention to it. And the more that I looked into it, the more I started bouncing between shock and confusion of how this platform is even allowed to exist. Out of
Okay.
morbid curiosity, I wanted to see what this platform.
How is this platform even allowed to exist, bro? You know, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Actually was, and I downloaded it and I opened its front page, and I was struck by how much unlicensed content is just sitting in
Unlicensed.
plain sight. I saw Dragon Soul, which uses Dragon Ball Z characters.
That's it. All the copyrighted content, everybody's gonna be aware of it. All the companies are gonna come in Roblox and just claim, copyright claim absolutely the hell out of Roblox. You like anime? Too bad. You like Sonic? Too bad. I think FNAF is the only one that's safe since Scott allows people to make fan games. Everyone else, cooked. Cooked. You like SpongeBob? Too bad, bro. Bro.
All-Star Tower Defense, featuring characters from Bleach, Dragon Ball, and Jujutsu Kaisen. These games have hundreds of millions, sometimes billions of plays with tens of thousands of
Bro.
active users at any given moment. The deeper I dug, the worse it got. A prison escape simulator starring a distorted and fat Sonic, a game called Star Quest 64,
Oh.
which lifts assets directly from Super
Oh,
Mario
Nintendo.
64. Graphics, sound effects, and even enemy designs. Many of these titles are trending on the front page, racking up tens of millions of plays and making up a huge part of this platform's library.
Bro.
Well, Roblox has faced DMCA
Fully
strikes before with some
exposed
Nintendo-related
Roblox.
content being taken down. The sheer volume of unlicensed games shows just how little moderation this platform has.
Yeah.
And that lack of enforcement
I
is
was
benefiting
surprised when I
this
first joined
platform and the
Roblox too,
developers
bro.
that are making money from these games. I mean, you can find entire pages of games cloning either major franchises or recent indie hits. There's a one-to-one recreation of Peak that's called Climb, a suspiciously similar version of Repo that's called Erpo.
Oh
I mean,
my
at this point,
God.
it doesn't even feel like these
Exposing
developers are
Roblox
trying to hide it, and
100%.
it's hard to believe that the platform itself even cares. The creators of Peak were aware of the copy made of their game, and they tweeted out saying, to be honest, would rather you pirate our game instead of play this microtransaction-riddled Roblox slop ripoff. To be honest with you,
Oh my God. Now every company in the world is gonna call Roblox, everything in Roblox, no matter how nice it looks, it's just slop now. It's just Roblox, it's over, bro. It's so cooked. Everything is slop. It doesn't matter how nice the game is, it's just Roblox slop. Everything is slop. Oh my God.
transaction-related slop is the best description for this entire platform.
Oh
I loaded up
my.
a couple of games just to check out and see what they were actually like, and it felt like I was sitting down at a slot machine in Vegas.
Wow.
Bright, bold, colorful UIs, dollar signs everywhere, interact with anything, and the game is immediately...
That's a fact. There's a lot of games out there that you cannot touch anything because it says play Roblox. Hey, there's this cool sword right here. Play Roblox. Bro, Roblox is so cooked, but I'm gonna leave this video in the description, like, so you guys could check out the actual video if you want to do that. I'll leave the link in the description. Plus, I gave the name of the channel right there, just in case I forget. Bro, it's 100% over for Roblox, but there's a few things that people are very confused about. I'm gonna use Fortnite as an example here because Fortnite is very, very, very similar to Roblox. Why is it similar? Because the company Epic Games, just like Roblox and this game called Dreams, they provide anybody, any player, anybody who plays the game, they provide them with tools to make their own game. So absolutely anybody of any age, like if you have the capacity to have reading ability, you could probably make a game because they provide you the assets, the tools, everything you need to make it nice and simple so you could do this, okay? Because like Fortnite, they're kind of a developer tool. They have a developer tool within the game. You see, the actual Fortnite, actual developers from the company of Epic Games, they have that little tag right there. You see in the little left-hand corner on top, it says Epic Games. Those are the games. These are the games made by Epic Games. That's it. All the other games, and you have thousands and thousands of games here. Here we have, what do we have? We got Brain Rot games. You could play Brain Rot in Fortnite. It's made, but it wasn't made by Fortnite. It's not made by the developers of Fortnite. Only the ones that say Epic Games. You see, look at this with Slim Shady. I'm sure that should be copyrighted. I'm sure if I go in that game, it has probably inappropriate, copyrighted stuff with no licensing. Okay? You're gonna find all types of games in here. Even look, they're imitating Grow a Garden. Like there's no, like these are all games made by players, teenagers, kids, because anybody could do this. Just because they declare themselves to be a developer. Because they could make a short experience like this and immediately they throw around the name developer. Which technically is not a lie because they did develop that, but they don't work for Epic Games. The same thing is with Roblox. Just because they made a game doesn't mean they directly work for Roblox. The actual Roblox development team, what they did is make the engine that everybody uses. and they barely do anything. They do the egg hunt event and stuff like that. But all the games made in the platform are made by the fans. They're made by the players. That's why there's so much crazy unhinged stuff, because a lot of the stuff is made by teenagers, and we all know that teenagers are completely unhinged. Bro, they don't even get paid in money. They get paid in Roblox. Then they have to exchange after they have enough for money. These are not people. Just because these games are here doesn't mean they work for Epic Games. And the same thing is like in Roblox. Just because the games are in Roblox does not mean, if anything, Roblox could just throw the developers, the so-called developers, under the bus. They're the ones making the games. You know? Like, bro, and this is so confusing for people that are not part of Roblox, because when they hear developer, they think it's people that work for the actual Roblox company. And that's so far from the truth. People, they don't know because they don't play Roblox like us.
Browsing to hang out in social categories, I came across some titles like Hug Simulator or various public bathroom
Holy
simulators with
snap.
thumbnails showing embarrassed or shocked girls standing next to confident-looking boys, pinning them up against a wall. One game was called 17 Plus Bathroom Hangout, complete with dark pink romantic lighting telling people they can dance inside.
Oh my God.
Another one is called Bilberry City RP, and it had a thumbnail of a girl passed out on a hotel bed, and another one where she's doing the splits on a yoga ball. It carried a minimal maturity rating. It had over 1,200 active players.
Oh, this is so bad.
150 million visits, all with no visible moderation.
Bro.
How is something like this allowed to exist, and what kind of disgusting individual is making these kind of games? These spaces are explicitly sexual in nature, and there's no getting around that. This is a platform that is primarily used by children, and the existence of these games raises some serious safety concerns, because while it might be kids that are playing them, they're also open to adults, and the only reason that adults would be there is for the worst reasons imaginable. And that's not hypothetical. This past April, a 10-year-old girl from California was allegedly abducted by somebody that she met on Roblox, and she was taken hundreds of miles away from her home before the suspect was finally caught in a statewide manhunt. The family is now suing Roblox, and news outlets have finally started to warn parents, calling the platform a hunting ground for predators, and it's not even the first lawsuit this year. CBS News reported this story begins and ends at the California state capitol, but it impacts kids nationwide. A 10-year-old Southern California girl was allegedly kidnapped by a man she met on Roblox, particularly popular among preteens. Police found her hundreds of miles away at a strip mall near the man's home in the city of Elk Grove, just south of Sacramento. This week, the girl's family filed a lawsuit in the San Francisco Bay Area where Roblox is located. The lawsuit also names Discord, a third-party messaging app, where the man was accused of communicating.
Facts! Facts! This is a very... People don't talk about this, bro. Like, absolutely, yes. People go in Roblox, but what's the thing they do? They immediately say, hey, let's go to Discord. Bro, Discord is not only part of the problem. The Discord is the problem, bro. I know they're blaming Roblox because that's where they go. But at the same time, there's no way nothing of this happens without Discord, bro. All this happens because Discord is another place that's unmonitored where everybody could talk about all types of crazy stuff. No problem. See, Discord to me, like nothing happens in Roblox at all unless they say, let's go to Discord. And that's why you just don't go to Discord, bro. Like, the first line of defense is you guys shouldn't trust anybody. Especially not even me, not even nobody, bro. You don't know them, they're danger, bro. Danger. Nobody, bro. And they could be pretending to be me. Like, never. There's people using voice changers. There's like, bro, just be smart. Don't trust nobody out there. Nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Discord, nobody says it. But Discord is such a big part of the problem. It's literally hand by hand with Roblox because everybody immediately says, hey kid, how about we go to Discord? And that's a big problem.
With the girl. This is at least the sixth civil lawsuit that is filed against Roblox just this year on behalf of children who are allegedly groomed or exploited by adults on the gaming platform. 6 times in 1 year. What is this? No wonder governments are trying to strip away our privacy and our digital anonymity. These platforms have shown that they don't care anything about the safety of their users or the legitimacy of the content that they host. These problems would
Bro, and that's why the government is totally gonna take control out of of everything. Either Roblox is gonna be controlled by government and they're gonna ID absolutely everyone, and you're not gonna be able to play Roblox without being ID'd. Like you gotta prove who you are and your age. They're gonna scan your face or make you submit your ID like everyone else in every other platform is doing right now. Government is gonna take control. It's just over. It's cooked. It's cooked. And Roblox, any politician that says they're trying to help, they're lying. Because politicians only do things to get elected. That's the only thing. That's why everybody knows politicians are liars. Because all they do is pretend like they care so people could vote for them. Because look, guys, I'm so righteous. So people could vote for them. That's it. So anytime a politician is involved, question everything. Question everything because they're doing it for clout, bro. They're fake.
Baby, I'm almost there. Flying, but I don't care. You and I, we don't die.